Welcome everybody to Wonder Dad's Gaming back on Thursday night. We're at Las Vegas Winter Speedway. Currently under practice conditions here, and we're watching Eric Olson put down some practice laps in the number 64 Chevrolet. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a few moments. They got about five more minutes left to practice before we get into qualifying, and then we'll get things underway. But we just want to get the broadcast up early tonight, get a feel for things. I know we missed Matt last week at the Roval, so I'm sorry that we weren't able to make that race and broadcast it, but we're back tonight here at Vegas, so it should be a fun race tonight. Mile-and-a-half track, and I love this one. Mile-and-a-half's always put on a good show. These next gens, for whatever reasons, man, they really put on a good show and good race here. So we're going to have a lot of fun broadcasting tonight. Hope you guys enjoy watching this. Let's go ahead and share the stream and see who else is out there. Looks like Marty Calvert also out there putting down his qualifying laps, and the number 16 Ford Mustang. We also got Greg Stone out there putting down his practice laps. And the number 3 Chevrolet. You guys are just tuning in. We're currently in practice. We've got about another minute 30 left before we get to qualifying. Right now we're watching Corey Goodall in the 333 car. A couple guys put down some qualifying lap times. Right now Marty Calvert at the top of the leaderboard with a 29.72. Zachary Ward is second. William Carnes third. Greg Stone's fourth. And Brandon Fiedler rounds out your top 5 in practice times. And then Karakoff is 6th, Wes Gallo 7th, Corey Goodall 8th, Max Stroman 9th, and Craig Ridge Jr. is in 10th for practice. Those are the fastest times on the left side of your screen. About 1 more minute left. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things before we get started here, so just bear with us. But we'll get things underway in just a moment. Apologize, guys. Looks like Wes Gallo out there rocking a new paint scheme tonight. Alrighty, there is the Road to Cup playoff standings for the round of 8. Tonight is the first race of the round of 8. We missed broadcasting last week at the Roval. That was the cutoff for the round of 12. So right now, everybody you see on your screen has advanced into the round of 8 here at Las Vegas Speedway. We're in the next gen cars tonight. Zach Ward is currently in first, tied with actually Marty Calvert here, both plus 14 to the good. Wes Gallo has plus 11, Brandon Fiedler plus 9. Max Trillin right now is right there at the cutoff line for 5th, 6th, and 7th, 8th. There you have Corey Goodall, William Carn, and Craig Ridge Jr. Those guys are all going to be trying to race their way into the final 4 here. And we'll go ahead and pull this up later on. Let's go ahead and take a look at qualifying as it has begun just moments ago. Looks like Wes Gallo out there putting down his qualifying time. Now let's go ahead and see who else we got. We got Mark Ward out there in the number 10 car. He's putting down his qualifying time as well. Well, thank you for joining in, guys. It's going to be a fun race here at Las Vegas Speedway. Real excited about tonight's race here at mile-and-a-half track here in the next-gen cars. Alrighty, so right now top of the leaderboard is Brandon Fiedler with a 29.66. Let's go ahead and pull him up. He's in that number 39 car. He's got 29.66, fastest lap in qualifying so far. Greg Stone is currently second. Wes Gallo is third with a 29.91, and Mark Ward is fourth with a 30.20. We also got Marshall Dugan out there putting down his qualifying lap, rocking in a brand new paint scheme. He's in that number 20 Ford Mustang. Craig Bridge Jr. to the top, or to the sixth place. He just got knocked out of the top five by Marty Calvert and Wes Gallo. Marshall Dugan inside the top five now. That's going to knock some guys down. Jeff Laraway in there in sixth place. He's got 30.18. That's going to knock a couple guys down. Craig Bridge Jr. falls to eighth, and Mark Ward is ninth. There's Craig Bridge Jr. in the 94 car. And Craig Bridge Jr. moves up to the sixth place with a 29.93. So far, Brandon Fiedler still has the fastest time in qualifying. Matt Heel is out there in the number 53 car, putting down his qualifying run. Just give us 1 second, guys. Just trying to update something real quick. Alrighty, we're just waiting for qualifying to end here. Give us just 1 second. There we go. We're at Las Vegas Speedway. Right now qualifying has just another moment or so until we get things underway. And we will congratulate, looks like Brandon Fiedler has the fastest time in qualifying with a 29.66. So we're just waiting for things to wrap up, and then we'll pull him up here and give him a pre-race interview and go from there. But it looks like we're going to have a fun race out there. White flag is in the air, and things are wrapping up. Thank you guys for tuning in, and there it is. It is official. Brandon Fiedler will be starting on the pole with Zach Ward on the outside there in second place. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's going to be a fun race tonight. I'm really excited to be back here. I know we missed last week, but tonight should be pretty fun. Let's go ahead and pull up Brandon Fiedler here and interview him. Looks like they definitely upgraded the graphics here for the track because Definitely looks a lot better than what I've from last time we were at Vegas. So iRacing keeps upgrading the detail, and it looks amazing. Let's go ahead and pull up Brandon Fiedler, interview him, and see how he's doing out there tonight. And of course, I keep losing Discord. There it is. Hey, Brandon, Steve up here in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, what's up, David?
Hey, man, congratulations starting on the pole here tonight at Las Vegas Speedway. It's going to be an exciting race. First race of the round of 8. How are you feeling about getting it done here?
Surprised. I did not. I didn't think I would have the speed in this car for based on how practice was going, but I guess I hit on something. In terms of the race, I don't think I have race winning speed tonight. I think some of the other guys do, but I think I have a car that's fast enough to be in the top 5 most of the night. Because I think it's gonna come down to a lot of tire saving tonight. Because we noticed that the tires kind of fall off a little bit pretty quickly at the start of a run.
Interesting. Yeah, it's going to be really pretty cool. I know these mile and a half tracks always put on a good show with the next gen car, so we're really hoping that this is going to be a really exciting race. But I know you're good at these mile and a half, so hopefully you can get it done. And good luck, Brandon. Hopefully it's a good race.
Yeah, hopefully we can put on a good show for you and not a caution fest.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to see that. I mean, maybe some of the fans out there like that kind of stuff, but hopefully for you, and I know you need a good break and a good race, and hopefully things go your way tonight.
Yeah, the bonus points for winning the pole will help definitely get me a little bit farther away from the cutoff line, so I can't really complain with how it started so far.
All righty, Brandon. Well, it's good talking to you, and good luck out there. Maybe we'll talk to you later on tonight.
Yeah, have a good night.
Alrighty, guys, there you heard it from Brandon Fiedler. He's going to be starting on the pole. Right there in second place is Zach Ward, starting in the number 5 car. And we'll see if we can run through this grid real fast. Alrighty, so starting on the pole is Brandon Fiedler, starting second, Zach Ward. Third is Marty Calvert. Fourth is Greg Stone. Fifth is Wes Gallo. Sixth is Craig Ridge Jr. Seventh is Matt Heel. Eighth is Marshall Dugan. Ninth is Jeff Laraway. Starting in the 10th place position is Mark Ward. Starting 11th is William Carn. Starting 12th is Max Troen. Starting 13th is Eric Olson. Starting 14th is Corey Goodall. And 15th is Matthew Karikoff. Alrighty, so the pace car has pulled off. And we're going green flag racing.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. Brandon Fiedler in the 39 car is going to lead them down into turn number 1. And it looked like Zach Ward was kind of sleeping there on the restart. He's going to lose a little bit of ground, and then it's that's the 16 of Marty Calvert to the inside of the 5. He's going to take that position away from the 5 car and take second place heading down in turn number 3. But the 5 car still hanging on to the high side. He just got back around the 16 off of turn 4, and he's going to go back down and reach the bottom of the track this time around at the start-finish line, take that second place back. And Greg Stone now goes side by side with Marty Calvert here. 2 wide, almost 3 wide coming off of turn 2. And there's contact between Wes Gallo and Marty Calvert. And the 16 slams the wall down the backstretch. And we stay caution free. But man, a lot of contact between Wes Gallo and the 07 and the 16. And Marty Calvert's still loose. And he's going to spin it out. Caution's out.
What's your car doing, bud?
Caution is out. The 16 got around after making contact with the 07 car. Major damage to that car. He's going to have to bring it on pit road and use his first fast repair of the night, lap number 3. And we're going to have to go ahead and take another look and see what happened there. Looked like he overcorrected into turn 3 and slammed the wall in turn 4. Yeah, he made a little bit of contact with Wes Gallo moments before this happened. Take one more look at it. Here's the 07 and the 16. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch. Looks like it was actually the next lap. All right, so first caution of the night is out. We're on lap number 4. Marty Calvert is going to have to go to the rear after making repairs and adjustments there. Brandon Fiedler still out in front in the 39 car, and we are under caution still. About one more lap before we go back to green. Zachary Ward's in second place, followed by Greg Stone, who is currently third. Wes Gallo is fourth. Matt Heel is fifth. William Karn is sixth. Greg Bridge Jr. is 7th. Marshall Dugan is 8th. Max Stroh is 9th. Eric Olson rounds out your top 10. And then we have Mark Ward is 11th. Matthew Karakoff is 12th. Jeff Laraway is 13th. Corey Goodall is 14th. And Marty Calvert rounds out your tail on the field right now on in the 15th. And we're going, there we go. So if you guys missed it, we'll pull up the standings. This is the first race of the round of 8. Zach Ward and Marty Calvert right now are tied going into the round of 8 with Wes Gallo in third. Brandon Fiedler right now is fourth. These guys will all be racing for a chance to win for a championship, as we only have a few races left in the season, and things are winding down here in the iRacing Fun League. Everybody that's in the red for 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th need a win in order to advance, unless one of the 4 don't win a race and have a bad couple races here in the round of 8. You never know what's going to happen. These playoffs are so unpredictable. It's going to be interesting to watch these next couple of races here. So we got a 3-race series. We have a 3-race series until we get to that last race of the series, and at Phoenix. And I believe next year we're actually going back to Homestead, which is going to be kind of exciting. They're going to take the championship race from Phoenix, as they have been doing for the last several years, and now we're going back to Homestead. So that's going to be interesting. That'll be next year's championship race. Alrighty, pace car is about to pull off here.
Green flag, green flag.
And green flag in the air. Brandon Fiedler and Zachary Ward side by side at the line down into turn number 1. Kimberly Meadows says get on Marshall. Marshall right now is currently 7th place. He's already moved up 1 spot from where he started. We'll pull him up here in just a moment. Oh, we got more more incidents. We don't. I have to almost go back and see what happened there. There was major contact between a couple of the drivers there, and I almost thought a caution was going to come out. And for some reason, iRacing's being a little bit buggy tonight. But it looked like Zach Ward had an issue, so we're going to see if we can try and go back here. We're on lap number 8 this time by, but it was lap 7, I believe. Might have been even lap 5 here. Hold on 1 second, guys. I apologize. There it is. Contact between Greg Stone and Zach Ward. Greg Stone kind of shoved the 5 all the way up the track, and that's what happened right there. So the 5 car lost a lot of ground. He went all the way back here to the 9th place position. Zach Ward started 2nd place on the outside lane, and now it's fallen back to 9th here after a little bit of contact between him and the 3 car. The 81 of William Karn rocking a new paint scheme. That's a good looking paint scheme out there. It's going side by side with Greg Stone in the 3. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Greg Stone down to the bottom of the track. The 81's going to take the high line on turn number 4 and watch that high line get that run off the corner. still side by side. So far, it looks like the low line and the high line both work pretty well. Oh, and there's contact between the 3 and the 81. And the 81's going to spin around. Caution is out. The 3 car made more contact. This time, the 81 of William Karn involved between him and Greg Stone. And now the caution comes out. And that was right in front of our face. I can't believe that just happened, but the 3 spun out the 81. Alrighty, second caution of the night is out. Alrighty, guys, so right now everybody's making their pit stops on pit road. Car's going to come in for fuel and tires, and Brandon Fiedler still up there on the pole. Greg Stone also up there on pit road. They're going to be pulling off this time by. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pull up Marshall Dugan. Kimberly Meadows was watching him in the chat, so let's go ahead and interview him tonight, see how he's doing out there. Hey, Marshall, it's Dave with the booth. You got me?
I got you loud and clear, buddy.
Hey, how's it going out there? We got Kimberly Meadows in the chat saying, get a Marshall. Just want to see how your race is going so far.
It's going pretty good. A little bit of luck going on early in the race for me. I've missed a couple wrecks. Missed that one with Zach Ward a couple laps ago. I felt bad for him, but it's helping me out. I've got up to 4th, so I'm hoping the luck continues going my way and having a good race tonight. I desperately need a good finish tonight, so hopefully tonight's the night.
Awesome, yeah, definitely. And these mile-and-a-half tracks, they are pretty fun here watching you guys in the next-gen car, so it's definitely been putting on some good racing and had a lot of contact with two cautions in so far. What do you think about that?
I just think it's just real close racing. I mean, I don't think it's really anything like to worry about. I just think it's people in the playoffs that are racing real hard and real tight, and you know, they're just making a little bit of contact, and you're just going to go around.
Absolutely. Alrighty, Marshall. Well, I appreciate you talking with us. Good luck out there. Looks like we're going green flag racing this time by, so we'll talk to you later on.
Yes, sir. Hopefully I'll be in the booth later on tonight.
Alrighty, sounds good. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, guys, there you heard it from Marshall Dugan, who is restarting in the 3rd place position there, or actually it's 4th place. He'll be restarting right behind Brandon Fiedler. And pace car's about to pull off here on coming to green on lap number 15. Greg Stone will lead them to green with Brandon Fiedler right there on the outside, 2 by 2. Eric Olson, the 64 car, right next to Marshall Dugan on the restart for 3rd and 4th. And green flag in the air on lap number 15. And Wes Gallo in the 07 car, he drops all the way to the bottom, goes around the 07. The 07 goes around. Oh, we got a spinner. It's Eric Olson, the 64 car. Zach Ward involved.
Big crash. Okay, man, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Eric Olson up there in the wall on the high side. The 64 car got spun around. Heavy damage to the front of that car. He's going to have to make some repairs. Let's go ahead and take a look, see what happened. Third caution of the night is already out. We're only 15 laps into tonight's race of 100 laps, and we've already seen our fair share of carnage. These guys only get one fast repair tonight, so they got to use it wisely. And we've already had several guys already use their first fast repair, so things are going to get real interesting here tonight. Let's go ahead and take another look and see how that happened. And we're kind of getting a last moment here to look at this right before the caution comes out. So we're going to have to go ahead and rewind this just to see what happened. Okay, so Eric Olson up there on the high side, right in front of Marshall Dugan, the 20. So coming off of turn 2, let's see what happened here for him to turn around. It looked like he got on the side of the 16 of Marty Calvert. And there might have been a little bit of a bump from the 20 car. We're going to take a look. Or actually, it looks like the 64 just got loose off of turn 3. Or I'm sorry, that's off of turn 2. He got loose. And it looks like he wasn't spun or pushed by anybody. He just spun out right in front of the 20 car of Marshall Dugan. So, and then he made contact with Zach Ward in the 5. He got a little bit of action of that again. So Zach Ward also kind of being a magnet here to some of these cautions. But that's what happened there. Man, he's already going to need some tires in that 5 car already. Alrighty, so a couple cars on pit road. There's Eric Olson using his first fast repair of the night. We also got Marshall Dugan in the 20 car on pit road, and Corey Goodall as well on pit road in the 333. Greg Stone in the 3 car is still your race leader, followed by Brandon Fiedler in the 39. Tyler Cole says, "Let's go, Marshall." You know, I just had Marshall up here in the booth, too, and we're interviewing him, and I never want to jinx anybody, but I always feel like I do. We were interviewing him, asking him how his race was going so far and whatnot, and now he's back there in 15th place position coming down pit road. He got caught up in that wreck moments ago. Third caution of the night is already out, and he's got to bring it in. And it looks like he might have already used his fast repair. It looks like there's still a little bit of damage on the front of that car. The nose is kind of crumpled up a little bit in the 20. So he'll be restarting towards the tail end of the field in 15th. Alright, we're going green flag racing this time by. Lights are off the pace car. Everybody's stacking up 2 by 2 once again. And Max Troen there on the high side, number 8 Cookout. Great looking Toyota Camry. It's a good looking paint scheme. We'll be coming to lap 19 this time by as the pace car pulls off on the restart. Pace car pulls off, and it's Greg Stone and Brandon Fiedler that'll be on the front row here with Wes Gallo and Marty Calvert right there for 3rd and 4th. Green flag in the air, lap number 19 of 100 here tonight. 3 and 39 still hanging on side by side through turns 1 and 2. They drag race down the backstretch into turn 3, and nobody's given up. It's still the 39 hanging on the outside. He might have the advantage here off of turn 4. Not quite, still side by side at the line, and it looks like Greg Stone will lead that lap. The 39 car gets a much better corner through turns 1 and 2, and he's going to take the lead away from Greg Stone. But look at William Carr in there, swings down to the inside and takes it 3 wide. And Marty Calvert up in the wall once again. Almost looked like he might have got shoved up there, but they went 3 wide in turn number 4, and the 16 backed out of it, went up towards the wall. And now you got Matthew Karakoff up in the mix. He's currently 5th place. He's plus 10 spots from where he started tonight's race. Keep your eye on that 00 car. He is charging his way to the front, side by side with Marty Calvert down to turn number 3. He's going to go to the bottom of the track to make the pass on the number 16. And off to a really good start here, up to 6th place right now. Another driver that's rebounding nicely is the 81 of William Carr, and he's now up to 3rd place. He's gained 8 spots from where he started today's race. He got spun out earlier and now making his way back up to the front. Keep your eye on that 81 car, William Carr. Jeff Laraway out there rocking a brand new paint scheme in the number 71. He's currently in 9th place. Jack O'Lantern on the side of the car, Team Bridge Racing. It's a good looking paint scheme. Also got Mark Ward out there in the number 10 car. He's rocking that 10 Chevrolet Camaro. Humane Society on the side of his car. Mark Ward currently in the 11th place position, battling side by side with Craig Bridge Jr. in the 94 car. Right now, Craig Bridge is up to the 11th place position as he battles with Mark Ward and Eric Olson right in front of him. Alrighty, but back up here to the front, it's Brandon Fiedler in the 39 car. He just took the lead moments ago. There's that replay right here. He got around him off the turn number 2, took that lead away. Brandon Fiedler having a really good night tonight. Started on the pole, got those bonus points, and now leading today's race once again on lap number 26. Right there in 2nd place, it's William Carr making his way to the front as well in the 81 car. Greg Stone is right there in 3rd. Marty Calvert is currently 4th. Marty Calvert's had some issues here tonight. Has been in the wall or spun out twice already. And now he's making his way back up to the front, currently running 3rd place with Wes Gallo all over his back bumper. Greg Stone goes up the track into turn 1 and 2. Steele says, let's go Matthew Karakoff. And indeed, he's one of the biggest movers of today's race. Right there in the 00 Uncrustables Ford Mustang. He's currently tied with most positions gained with William Carr. They're both +9. And whoever gets that at the end of the race will get more bonus points their way. 30 laps in and 100 here tonight at Las Vegas Speedway. This is the first race of the round of 8. Brandon Fiedler is your current leader. And we're going to go ahead and pull up those standings one more time if you missed it. Zach Ward, Marty Calvert have the lead going into the round of 8. Wes Gallo and Brandon Fiedler are 3rd and 4th, all inside the playoff, advancing to the next round. And then Max Troen, Corey Goodall, William Karn, and Craig Bridge are all fighting for their way into that championship race. Don't look now, but Matt Heel's making his way to the front, right there behind the 07 car. He's looking to the inside, and he's going to do it. He's going to pass Wes Gallo for position. That's going to move him up inside the top 5. That 53 car charging his way to the front. And look at that's Zach Ward of the 5 car waiting to see who's going to make the pass here on the 53 and the 07. He's right there in the mix. He was looking between the middle of them. I think he's just kind of waiting for these guys to figure out who's going to pass who. But Wes Gallo doing a great job hanging on the outside. He's going to hang on to the top side down the backstretch. And he's going to maintain that top 5 position and take that away from Matt Heel. Now Heel falls back to 6, and it's Zach Ward going to go up to the high side to make the pass. Off of turn number 4 this time. Zach Ward right there in the right rear quarter panel. And Matthew Karikoff in the 00 car kind of hanging back there as well. Right behind these guys waiting to make his move. Look at the 5 car go down to the inside of Wes Gallo. They're side by side through turns 3 and 4. Off the corner here, it's the 5 car with the advantage. And at the line, still side by side with the 5 car leads. This is the battle for 5th and 6th. And William Karn, if you missed it, he has the lead, took the lead away from Brandon Fiedler. We'll pull that up real fast. Here they are side by side. 81 to the bottom into turn number 3. And he's going to take that lead away from Brandon Fiedler in the 39 car. Now Marty Calvert going to challenge the 39. And they go side by side into turn 3 as well. The 16 running almost the bottom middle lane, and the 39 all the way up to the high side of the track. He's going to lose that position. Brandon, well, actually, he's still hanging on. It looked like the 16 cleared him, but Brandon found a little bit of speed coming off the corner. He's still hanging on to that high side. 16 and 39 side by side at turn 1 and 2. And Brandon still has him cleared. Really hoping Brandon has a good race here tonight. He hasn't had a whole lot of luck go his way this whole season. Has run into a lot of unfortunate circumstances and still looking for that first win of the year. Not quite sure what happened with the 39 that time by, but he kind of went way up the track into the corner. Lost a lot of momentum. 16 is going to make the pass, and now it's Zach Ward on the bottom of the track. He's going to go to work on the 16 to Marty Calvert. And Zach right there in the back bumper to the 16 car now. Marty Calvert starting to pull away from the 5 a little bit as he makes his way to the leader of William Carn. And there's some contact there between the 39, it looked like, on the wall that time by. We have Greg Stone, the 53, and Matt Heel having a good race right now, or a good battle. Right now, leaders are starting to come up on some lap traffic. That's Marshall Dugan at the bottom of the track. He's going to pull off, go to the inside. We got one car down pit road. That is Corey Goodall, bringing his car to the pit stall. Not sure if it's a planned pit stop or not, but he's coming in here on lap number 44. And Zach Ward now has second place taken up. And right now, the most positions gained is your race leader, William Carn. He's now plus 10. Matthew Karakoff has the second most positions gained with plus 7. He's currently running in the 8th place position. Right in front of Jeff Laraway, who is currently 9th. Oh, and the 39 smacked the wall that time off the corner. Hard hit in the wall. 39 car seems like it's falling off pace just a little bit. The 07 trying to give him a push, get going here down at the front stretch, or at the start-finish line rather. Into the inside, the 07 goes to make the pass off of turn number 2. Laps have been completed. Coming to lap 49 this time of 100. Right now we got Greg Stone on pit road, bringing his car to his pit stall, number 3 Chevrolet. Having a good night out there tonight. Right now, William Carn is your race leader over Zachary Ward and Marty Calvert, who are your top 3. Wes Gallo is in 4th. And the 07 car. Lights are coming on, and the sun is going down here at Las Vegas Speedway. This is race number 1 of the playoffs in the round of 8. Right now, whoever wins these next couple races are going to go race for a championship here at Phoenix in a couple weeks. The season is winding down rather quickly, and we've got Matthew Karakoff on pit road in the 00 car, as well as Max Troen on pit road in the number 8. William Karn also on pit road in the 81. He brings it down, as well as Brandon Fiedler right there, and currently in the 8th place position as he heads down pit road. We also got a bunch of other cars on pit road. Craig Bridge Jr. 94 on pit road. We also have, looks like, Marshall Dugan on pit road once again too, in the number 20. And Zach Ward will retake over, or will take the race lead on lap number 52 as a couple guys come down pit road and make their pit stall. He stays out, takes that race lead away, and gets some bonus points for a lap led here tonight at Las Vegas. We've had 3 cautions so far tonight. The first like 15 to 20 laps were real interesting. We've had a lot of contact, a lot of guys trying to make passes. A couple cars got spun. If you guys missed it, it was a very good first half of the race. Mark Ward actually almost spins it, trying to make his way down pit road. We're going to have to take a replay on there and see what happened there. But the 10, the 10 car has an issue. He's going to bring it down pit road. Here, let's take a replay. A little bit hot, trying to come in pit road, spins it, trying to bring it down to pit road speed, hits the cone, goes through it rather. A little bit of trouble for Mark Ward. All right, he's on pit road. Zachary Ward is your race leader in the 5 car, lap 54 of 100. Marty Calvert on pit road, as well as Wes Gallo on pit road, making their pit stops. Heel right now bringing down pit road as well. Makes a last effort ditch to go down there. Looks like he just pulled off at the last second. He's going to make it. And Wes Gallo and Marty Calvert race off pit road. Let's see where these guys end up as things get cycled through. So far, Zach stays out. How about Eric Olson, though? He stayed out in the 64 car. He's currently up to 2nd place on the lead lap. That moves him up 11 spots from where he started today's race, but he's going to bring it on pit road this time by lap number 55. And Zach Ward also on pit road in the 5 car, race leader in. So moving over to Greg Stone here in the number 3 car. He'll retake the race lead after he passes the 5 and 64. And there you have it, Greg Stone to the top of the leaderboard. Brandon Fiedler and William Karn all battling here for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. This is lap number 56. Right now, our 2 race leaders battling out pretty good here at the 3 and the 39 car. Looks like Brandon Fiedler is trying to catch the leader here. Oh, and major contact with Greg Stone. And the caution does not come out. I am really shocked the caution did not come out for that.
Caution, caution.
There it is. Caution is
Quickly,
out.
tell
Greg
me what you
Stone
got.
got into a position there. Major contact between the 3 and the 16. We were watching the 2 leaders, and we're going to have to pull that back up. Here it is, guys. I apologize. Let's go ahead and rewind this so we can see when exactly it happened here. I don't have the exact button, but a lot of contact between, so we missed it. The 39 and the 3 car got into each other here. We'll go ahead and play that. So 3 almost got spun and then came up the track and hit the 16. And he went through the grass there, so heavy hit to the 16 and the 3. And that 16, that almost might end his night. The reason why I say that is Marty Calvert already used his fast repair, and he just had a huge hit from the 3 car. I mean, there's major damage to the right side of that 16 car. So caution is out, and he's going to tow it back to pit road. It looks like the 16 might be done for the night. And it's such a shame because the 16 was having such a good night at that point, making his way back up to the front. Greg Stone, as well as the rest of the field, all on pit road. He actually missed his pit stall. I don't think he had to back up. It looks like Wes Gallo is going to beat everybody off pit road. Zach Ward, though, also to the lead here. He'll retake the first starting position. So can't believe that just happened. Right in front of us, the 2 leaders make contact. The 39 got in the side of the 3, and the 3 knocked the 16 out of the race. I don't think Marty Calvert's going to be able to return from that one, as he's on pit road right now. All right, let's see if we can interview Marty Calvert real quick. Hey, Marty, it's Dave Booth. You got me?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Hey, I know you're not too excited to be, it seems like you're out of the race. Are you, did you already use your fast repair earlier, I'm assuming?
I did. It's funny. I was literally just messaging you to say, hey, can I join you in the booth?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it just seemed like tonight you were just the center of attention at every single caution almost that came out.
It did feel like it was open season on Marty.
Yeah, early on you got taken out, and then, man, the 3 car just came right up the track in that last caution, just took you the rest of the way out of the race.
Yeah, I could have done that a little better if I'd checked up. It's one of those where you see it happening and your brain is registering it, but you don't quite react.
Right. Nope, I hear you. It happens like right there in front of you. You got like a split second to make a judgment call, and sometimes it's just not enough.
That's right. But yeah, if you don't mind me hanging out, I'll contribute a little bit here and there.
Absolutely, sounds good to me. Yeah, so feel free to step in, and looks like green flag. Just a moment, pace car's about to pull off. I don't know how he did it, but Zach Ward makes his way back to the front row here. Wes Gallo doing a great job. He's up there restarting in the second row, or in the second position.
Yeah, Zach is just fast everywhere he goes. That guy is insanely talented.
Absolutely. Green flag in the air. This will be lap number 63. Man, I didn't expect to have this many cautions already here at a 1.5-mile track. Usually it seems like it's been pretty clean, but Vegas has definitely been pretty crazy.
Yeah, with this car, you can just about run it wide open through 1 and 2, almost through the whole run, if you're hitting your line right. But 3 and 4 is a whole different animal. So, you get a little loose coming out of 2 if you're not careful. And I think if you get confident and complacent, and it's just going to stick, it's going to stick, and then it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. And man, I thought these guys were almost going to go 3 wide at one moment. Wes Gallo waiting to see where he's going to put his car, but the 53's kind of been quiet all race long, making his way up there to the front row. At one point, it seemed like he kind of was just saving tires, hanging back, and then lost a couple positions, and then I think he just got himself in a good spot here, good track position, to take this lead back away from the 5 car.
Track position definitely is important. Hard to pass. So if you could get out in front and kind of control with the dirty air, it's definitely to your advantage.
Absolutely, yeah. So it seems like the top line, it seems like you can run either high or low here. It seems like both lines kind of work for you.
Yeah, the top line was a little bit harder to get it to work. The bottom and middle are great. You can roll a lot of speed in the middle on either side. Coming into 3 and 4, if you have clean air in front of you, the bottom is probably the fastest. But if you have a guy to your outside, they can pinch you down.
Oh man, yeah. See, we've seen that a couple times tonight. A couple cars would, try and sneak it in or run that high line, and that's where we saw contact and issues happening. Been watching Brandon Fiedler all race long in the 39 car. He's definitely had a good race so far. Needs a good run here. He's had a lot of bad luck this season, and really hoping to see him have a good finish here tonight. And I'm not quite sure if that was just a racing incident between him and the 3 car off of turn 4 that brought out that last caution or not, but 39 got on the 3, and that's what swung him around. I think he just came up a little bit too high off of turn 4. William Carr in that 81 car, man, he's still looking for his first win, and he's been really fast all season long. Just hasn't quite been able to capitalize in the closing laps of the race to get that win.
Yeah, I think that just speaks to how evenly matched all these guys up front are. It's so hard to find an edge, and put the whole race together to pull that win through.
Absolutely, it really is.
Especially in this car.
Oh yeah, definitely in the next gen cars. Out of the 3 cars we ran this year, trucks and Xfinity and Cup, what do you like the best?
Ooh, I think I like the Cup car the best. It's a little bit tricky. I like the challenge of it. I do like the trucks. They just have a soft spot in my heart. The first iRacing league I ever ran was a truck league. And it's always good just to go have fun in them. There's some tracks where the trucks are not quite as fun, but the Xfinity car has been my biggest challenge this year. Just kind of learning it because I hadn't had much seat time in it. And I think New Hampshire was definitely the best showing I had with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I used to love racing Xfinity cars. I never ran them in like a full season or anything, so I can't speak for it at all the tracks, but the couple times I ran it, especially at super speedways, I always thought the Xfinity car was a blast to drive, and it seemed like it was on rails at super speedways where, like, I don't know, it just had good aero package, and it was a lot of fun to drive. I don't know how it handles at short track, so that's one thing I haven't tried.
Yeah, depending on the setup, you have to treat the gas pedal like it has an egg under it.
Yeah. Matt Heel still out front over Zach Ward and Brandon Feeler. This dude has
The first
more
5 guys.
hours than anybody I know on the sim.
Yeah, Heel's crazy fast.
What were we going to say, the top 5?
Yeah, I was just saying they kind of look like they've settled into just a single file for a little bit, and maybe just biding their time to try to set up a run on somebody.
How many laps were you getting of fuel did you have to a tank?
It's about 35 to 37.
Okay. I'll try and remember when
So-
these guys pitted last. We got 26 to go. You think they can get to the end from here?
They might be close. There was. I might go back and see when that last pit cycle
That's
was.
what I was trying to figure out as well.
My spotter came across at one point and said, you know, if we fuel up now, we'd be good to go to the finish. And that was before I
Green
I got
flag
wrecked.
was lap 62.
62. Yeah, if somebody could really do some saving, they
Yeah.
might be able to pull a magic trick out of the hat. But
It's
as
gonna be
fast as you have to go just to keep up.
This might turn into a fuel mileage race. You don't know.
If Stephen Kirby was here tonight, somehow he would win it on fuel mileage.
Oh, absolutely. Somehow he would figure it out, and he seems to like always sneak into those wins one way or another. Yeah, it looks like 24 laps to go this time. Or 23 to go at the line here. And yeah, at one point it looked like Brandon Feeler was really catching Zach Ward, but I think he's kind of flopped that around now. Now it seems like Zach's kind of pulling away. Not by much.
There's a point here where the tires fall off and they kind of plateau. You know, when we were a little bit staggered on our pit cycles, if you had newer tires, it made a huge difference up till about 10 laps or so, and then it would kind of even out. But I think these guys are probably on the same tire cycle at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure everybody that came in that last pit stop probably took 4 tires. And like what you were mentioning, plateauing, I think that's kind of the point that we got to right now with 22 to go. Well, I know you're not going to finish tonight's race, but we still got 2 more races in the round of 8. How do you feel about your chances of making that championship round? I mean, you're already up there tied with the leader of Zach Ward. It's going to be interesting to see what the points are after tonight, but how you feeling?
Yeah, I think we're at Talladega next week, and then we have Charlotte. So, you know, Talladega is always a chance for anybody to win. So that, and I did win. I think I did win that one earlier this year. So, you know, could be a good day, could not be. You never really know. But Charlotte, I like a lot. It is in the Xfinity car. I've put a few laps in, and I really actually do like how it's driving at Charlotte. So, you know, I feel as about as good there as I would anywhere in it. You know, tonight just really stinks from the points perspective. So, you know, if I can't squeak a win out in the next 2 weeks, then I definitely have to have good finishes.
That's right. I forgot that they're doing the Charlotte Oval race, the second to last race of the year. I kept thinking it was the Roval, but we just did the Roval last week. But yeah, that's going to be a good race for going into trying to make the final race of the year. That's going to be an interesting one. I think
Yeah,
that's
for
going to be
sure.
a really good race, the Xfinity car.
Yeah, you can drive it off the right rear and get it to do things that the Cup car just won't do. So I think it'll be fun.
Absolutely.
I do hope I make it to Phoenix, in the Final Four. I love the Phoenix. I love that track. And it would just be, I don't know, it would just be, awesome to, race for a championship and you're in the first season here with the Fun League. So if it doesn't work out this time, we'll come back next year and we'll do it again. But yeah, after the season that we've had, with Vilmar and everything, I'd be a little disappointed if I didn't make it.
Right. No, yeah, you've had such a good, perfect season. It'd be a shame if you didn't make the Final Four. It's going to be, I think Charlotte will be a really good race for you to probably, even if you didn't have a win in the next 2 races. Good way to point your way in. But yeah, Talladega is definitely going to be one of those lottery races, so it's going to be interesting to see who wins that. But yeah, it's does the Cup Series, did they race already twice at Charlotte? Are they racing Charlotte that week as well in real life or no?
I think that's going to be Martinsville.
Okay, we changed the schedule up too, didn't we?
Yeah.
I was trying to remember.
Our Bristol and Martinsville outings have been a little tough.
Oh yeah, especially Martinsville.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
They got Martinsville, Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, and then Phoenix.
I think
we substituted Charlotte.
I think the year prior we had a really bad experience at Martinsville, and a lot of these members were like, "Let's do something different." So I think Zach was like, "You know what? Let's go to Charlotte instead." So I think he made that change, and I forgot all about that.
Racing at Charlotte is always fun. That's my home track. It's only about 30 minutes away from me. So anytime I get to race there, it just feels cool because I've been there a lot over the years for auto fairs and been to a couple races there. It's a fun place.
Nice. That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to one of those races. I just haven't got to it yet. Well, 13 laps to go. And the top couple cars hasn't really changed much except for what happened to Wes Gallo. Kind of fell off a little bit here. Moved all the way back to 6th place. He was up there in the mix. I think he was up to 3rd at one point, wasn't he?
Let's see. I was watching Karakov and Olsen going at it here a little bit.
Yeah, they were having a good battle.
They were starting to mix it up.
Yeah, the 64 was right there at his left rear quarter panel, it seemed like at one point. And 00 just hit the wall down the backstretch.
Wes got really slow on lap 78. I don't know if maybe he used up his right front a little bit, or when we were in the caution and that last caution when I jumped out of the car, a couple of the guys were commenting on how their frame rate was dropping insanely low and causing them some headaches. So that could also be a contributing factor for some of these guys.
That very well could be, and I don't know if it has something to do with the update or whatnot. I know iRacing keeps pushing out graphic updates on a lot of these tracks, and this track, for some reason, looks really good compared to last time I was here. I don't remember if they had it already in the beginning of this year done, but it looks really good here tonight. Nine more laps to go. Matt Heel, Zach Ward, and Brandon Fiedler, your top 3. And they're all pretty evenly spaced apart, too.
Zach's trying to make that high line work to See if he can make up some ground on heel.
Yeah, I saw that. He was right up there towards the wall in turn 3 and 4. At one point, he was kind of closing in on him. I feel like he fell back a little bit. He's almost 3/4 of a second back. But he was 2/10 back, and I think he's kind of fallen off a little bit. 8 to go. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for Talladega next week. That's going to be a real fun one to watch, and it's going to be definitely a change-up. I wish I would have broadcasted the Roval, but how'd that race go for you last week? I didn't get a chance to see anything of it.
I actually was not at that race.
Oh, you weren't there last week?
No. I had an opportunity to go support a friend's son at a football game. So, shout out to Philip. Got to go see them the other night and cheer them on. So that was a good time. I did miss getting on the track, but.
Right, I hear you. Yeah, definitely. That's exciting though. But yeah, I didn't realize. I haven't watched or seen anything of the race last week. I missed the whole entire thing, so I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get the broadcast or anything like that. But I didn't even see who won. Do you know who won that?
I think that one was heel. Yep.
That was heel last week?
Yeah, I thought Karin was going to pull it off and get his first win on that one, but somewhere in the last couple laps, heel was able to get by him.
Gotcha. Yep, 5 laps to go.
I'll be really curious to see if there's any pit stops here for fuel or if they've managed to stretch it.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume with the way that Heel and Ward have been running, and I think Heel's shutting it off. I think for a split second I heard him turn off the... Yeah, because Ward is pulling. He's catching
clutching
him.
it.
You're
Okay,
right.
So he's clutching it.
He's clutching it. Ward is catching him, so I think he's saving fuel desperately right now. When he came by the camera that one time about a lap ago, I heard him. I barely hear it. He's definitely clutching. So we got 3 laps to go. Be interesting to see who runs out of gas or who has enough to get to the end. Heel knows all about saving fuels, but let's see if he's got enough though to make it to the end. This is going to be real interesting here in a lap.
Yep.
2
Zach
to go
must be
at
real
the line.
confident.
I'm watching that interval. He's still half a second back.
Yeah, he was shifting it down in the 4th coming out of 3 and 4, so he must be pretty confident in his fuel level.
Yeah, he's not really gaining or losing much right now, so only got 1 more lap to do it. He's actually falling back a little bit. Now he's more, right now back to half a second. White flag in the air. Matt Heel 1 more time around. Let's see if he's got enough fuel in the tank to get there. Oh, and there comes Zach Ward right there to the high side.
I think Heel's sputtering.
Yep, Heel's out of gas. Oh, they make a little bit of contact. Oh, they're spinning down the backstretch. The 53 spins out, but it's the white flag still in the air. It's Brandon Feeler. He took the lead away from the 5 car, gets his first win of the year. I can't believe it. I thought this was going to be a fuel mileage race. I didn't think there would be a late incident contact here. But Brandon Feeler, I think Zach might have ran out of gas too. Or maybe after making contact, then he was done. He couldn't get back up to speed. What a finish. I can't believe that. 39 car gets around the 2 leaders for the win on the last lap. That's nuts. There's your race winner, Brandon Fiedler in the 39 car, burning it down on the front stretch. I think he's out of gas too. Yep, I think he's out. He's going to park it right there at the start-finish line. And let's go ahead and pull him up and interview him. Hey, Brandon, it's David and Marty up here in the booth. You got us?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man, congratulations on your first win of the season. You finally got there, started on the pole, and had a very dominant car all race long. But talk about passing the 2 leaders on the last lap. We knew it was going to be a fuel mileage race with the 10 laps to go. But, man, how did you save enough fuel to get to the end and put yourself in victory lane?
It was something I told Wes and Corey and Eric and Max in our chat. I saved throughout that entire run. I looked at my estimated laps remaining, and what I started doing was I started lifting a little bit more and getting into 1 throughout the entire run instead of later in the run. And 3 and 4 was really easy to save for me, just because I lift really early there the entire race, so it was just second nature to me for that. But yeah, I don't know what happened at the end there with Zach and Matt. They were barking at each other over the radio coming to the finish. From my point of view, the 53 was kind of trying to side draft the 5 for some reason. I thought Matt was out of fuel, but the seas parted, and I was just close enough to be able to get back to the line and get my first win of the season. So I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looked like the 53 of Matt Heel was out of gas, and he was sputtering going down the backstretch. And it looked like Zach Ward had enough fuel to get the win. But yeah, it looked like the 53 either tried to go for a late block or just try to, like you said, side drafted it, and that kind of messed him up, and the rest was history. But man, talk about being in the right position, the right time, but a well-deserved win on your end.
Yeah, and I don't have to worry about the next 2 weeks either. I can think about Phoenix when we get there, and go race to defend my title again.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year's champion right here, and going to race for it once again here at Phoenix in a couple weeks. So congratulations putting yourself in that championship race.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I didn't think I had a car that had, like I told you at the start of the race, I didn't think I had a winning car tonight. But I definitely felt like I had a top 5 car, and like I said, luckily I stayed close enough to the front 2 the entire race. And when they made a mistake, I was there to capitalize. So I will definitely take it after some of the stretches I had this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Marty.
Oh, sorry. Definitely happy to see you get one after going the whole year and having some rough stretches there. There were a few where I felt like you definitely probably were the deserving winner or could have been. So, and like you said, it's really nice to know you've got this round locked up and you don't have to worry about the next 2 races like I do.
Yeah, sorry you had a rough. You and Zach both just seemed like you had a really rough start to the race today. And it's really sorry to see that kind of go for you guys.
Yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, we're down in the round of 8 now. It's down to the wire. We've got like three races, and we're at the championship. So, yeah, the stakes are high, and everybody's, I think, putting 100% in because we all want to get there and have that shot at Phoenix. So, take maybe a few more risks and drive a little harder than you would earlier in the season when we get to this point. So, yeah, it definitely sucks, but we've got 2 good opportunities in the next 2 weeks to make up for it, or at least hopefully keep the points good, and hopefully I can give you a run at Phoenix. But this ain't about me. This is about you. You won. Good job, buddy. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. And just before I go, big shout out to my family for watching. I know I send this to them every week, and I started sending this to my aunt and one of my other grandmas who didn't watch me race last season, so they hadn't seen me get a win this season. So I'm really happy I was able to bring it home for everybody, or to show or to get a win for everybody watching back at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, congratulations, Brandon. Good talking with you. And man, I'm really thrilled for you getting your first win of the season, especially after all the bad luck you've gone through all season long. So congratulations, and really happy for you, man.
Thank you guys.
All righty, we'll talk to you soon, Marty. You got anything to add, or?
Nope. Good job, man.
All right,
Thank you.
Brandon. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week at Talladega.
Yeah, you guys have a good weekend too.
All righty, there you heard it from race winner Brand Feeler. Gets his first win of the year, and he's going to be going back-to-back, racing for a championship once again at Phoenix in a couple weeks. Puts himself in that Final Four race. We'll go ahead and see if we can pull up Zach Ward and interview him tonight. Hey Zach, it's Marty and Dave up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, just want to say congratulations, runner-up finisher here at Vegas. Man, what a whirlwind of emotions in that last lap. Fuel mileage race between you and Heel, and it sounded like Heel ran out of gas and he was sputtering. And did you have enough to get to the end? And did he basically take you out?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, looking at the replay, I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, like, I normally don't get fired up, but like, he came on the radio after the race and like lit me up. And I go back and watch the replay, and I held my line all the way down the backstretch. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. Guy races like a clown every week with everybody else, and then something's his fault, and I don't know, man. Just got me fired up for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we looked at the replays there. It was very clearly either just a mistake, or I don't want to say it was intentional, but it it was definitely on him. There wasn't anything you could have done better there.
Yeah, I mean, and I knew it from the second that it happened. I didn't even have to go back and watch the replay, because I mean, going down the straightaway, and I've had so many times this year where I've raced Matt door to door, and I've had chances to get into him, and I've forfeited winning races to not get into him. So like going down the backstretch, my whole goal was to not door him. So I'm watching the orange tape on my wheel all the way down the backstretch, and I know if anything I had it off center to the right a little bit. So I mean, yeah, it's just, man, I felt like I had the best car tonight, and that one's just frustrating. Like,
yeah, as far as I can tell, we're watching the replay right now. You held your line down up on the high line. He went up to side draft. You looked like he made a little bit of contact, and then turned the wheel left, and then came right back up in you and took you the rest of the way out.
yeah, it's all right. I mean, like I said, he's done it multiple times. There's been plenty of people that have had issues with him in this league, and the one time it happens to him, well, he thinks that it happens to him, and it's his fault. I don't know, man. Just frustrating for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear you, man. I don't blame you one bit. Like you said, definitely had one of the fastest cars on track, and you were in position to win it. And man, talk about being so close too with the fuel mileage rates. And like I said, he definitely ran out of gas, and you would have been the race winner.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Brandon, man. Punched his ticket. Hopefully I can survive Talladega. I don't know what the points are going to look like after this, but yeah, that one definitely stings. Was hoping to lock myself in tonight.
Right. Well, I mean, going into this race, you were tied with Marty, both plus, I think it's plus 14 to the good. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at Talladega. I know the two of you guys both have a really good shot at winning Charlotte in 2 weeks, and we were talking a little bit about that, and that's going to be a really good race to watch in the Xfinity Series. So I'm sure you guys will both be okay moving forward, but it all depends on what happens at Talladega.
Yes, sir. Anything can happen there. You never know. I mean, guys below the cut line could win too and bump that line up. So
yeah, because now we got Brandon Feeler locked in. If someone else inside this round of 8 wins it, other than you two, it's going to be real interesting to who makes that final spot or two. But we'll see what happens. That's what's going to make this Final Four pretty interesting.
yes, sir.
Alrighty, Marty, you got anything else to add?
Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there on the watching the chat after the fact, but
No, you're
good
good.
race, Zach. Yeah, I didn't catch earlier. So did you feel like you had enough gas to get to the end there, or were you sputtering a little bit too?
No, I mean, I was fine. I on the front end of that run when I was racing Matt, I mean, it could have been a mistake. Probably should have just tried to keep the clean air, but I backed it down. I was trying to make sure that I had at least a half a lap to the good, So then I knew I could push at the end. I'd rather save on the front end of the run than the back end. So, I mean, I was good the whole way. After probably 10 laps into that run, I was about a lap to the good. So I knew I could push. But, yeah, just let that one slip away a little bit.
I mean, there's not really much else you could have done on that last lap. You were in position to win it, and you were up on the high side at the wall. I don't know what else you could have done differently.
Yeah, I mean, oh well. On to next week. Got to rebound. Can't dwell on it.
Exactly.
I hear you, man. Well, thank you for talking with us, Zach. I appreciate it, and congratulations. Still a good finish, runner up here tonight you good points night too. You led some laps and whatnot, so gotta look at it that way on the bright side.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. You guys have a good one.
All right, thanks for hosting, Zach. We'll see you next week at Talladega. I hope you have a good weekend.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, yeah, he's definitely a little upset after that one, as he should be. That was hard to take. William Karn, I think he's still out there. I'll go ahead and pull him up. This is third place. William, you got us. Marty and David up in the booth.
Hey, David.
Hey, man, congratulations. Third place here tonight. That was a crazy finish. We were not expecting it to be a fuel mileage race. Did you have enough fuel to get to the end?
I think I sputtered off of 4. They did a much better job about keeping pace and saving fuel than I did.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody took a full tank of gas in that last caution before the end of the race, and it was going to be really close. And we saw Matt Heel clutching it and trying to save fuel, and we were wondering who else was going to be getting there towards the end as well. But yeah, you put yourself in position, moved up 8 spots. You had the most positions gained, so you're going to get bonus points for that. But +8 up to third place.
I got spun, so I lost the bonus points for incidents.
I did see that. That was between you and Greg Stone earlier tonight, right?
Yeah, little teammate drama. It'll be all right.
Teammate drama. We did see him make a little bit of contact tonight with a couple drivers, so it was kind of interesting.
I don't know. It was tight in traffic, dirty air with these next gen cars. He basically just run on top of everybody all night. So one little slip. I don't think anything was intentional by anybody's part tonight. It's just this car sometimes that these 1.5 miles, they're so aero sensitive. They get tight sometimes when you get under somebody or you lose the nose behind, and it is what it is. But all in all, I mean, I'll take third. I thought I was going to finish fourth. Not sure what happened with the leaders, but I guess they'll hash that out. But I'll take third. I wish that I was in the spot that Brandon Feeler was in, because I needed that win tonight, so I could just lock myself in.
Yeah, I was going to say, last week I missed it, didn't get the broadcast race, but you were close to winning as well, weren't you?
Yeah, I think I had like 6 or 7 seconds over the field, and kind of got stuck behind some lap cars running side by side, and then I ended up missing a chicane once Matt Hill got there, he was just there, and there wasn't no holding him off.
I gotcha. Yep. But yeah, definitely had a good finish here tonight as well, though, third place. So it's going to be interesting. How are you feeling about Talladega next week?
Well, I was hoping that I got lucky and got the race tonight.
Got that win in advance.
I was hoping to win because I might miss Talladega. Like, I don't know when this baby's coming. It could be tonight. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. Like, I don't know. So, I mean, in the ideal world, have it this weekend. Everything's good. Everybody's good. We go home. We rest a few days, and then I can race Thursday maybe. But I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's never according to plan, but you never know.
But that is what it is. I mean, I can run in the front. I just don't know. I don't. There's chances that I don't finish in the front though. So.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
With Brandon winning tonight, I'm not sure what that's going to do with the points. Because I'm not sure where Marty finished. So I was thinking that it. Oh, okay. So I mean, even if I gained on Marty tonight, like I was trying to figure like who that I was going to need to maybe points race, because obviously there can only be 3 winners, so that leaves somebody an opportunity to get in on points. And I'm trying to figure out like who is going to be that I got to try to outpoint, whether it was going to be Wes or Brandon. So, I mean, I guess right now I just got to maybe focus on trying to outpoint Wes the next 2 races, and hopefully I get to Phoenix. I like Phoenix, so.
Yeah, and I was telling Marty earlier too that it's kind of interesting because I don't know who's going to make the Final Four. I mean, you got Talladega, which is going to be such a lottery race. Anybody can win it, and if one of you guys outside the top 4 wins that race, then you have either Zach and Marty trying to race their way in, or Wes Gallows trying to race his way. He's already not locked in, but he's in the Final Four in points right now. It's going to be really interesting because I have no idea who's going to get in. There's no for sure,
Yeah, it's, I think after Talladega, it's going to be a little more, it should be a little more normal after that. Like whatever happens after that, you kind of gonna know. Because I think after that we run Charlotte. That's pretty much going to be probably a straight up race for the most part. But we'll just see how it goes. I want to get through Dago without wrecking. So,
right?
I don't know what my strategy is going to be there. I don't know to try to qualify up front and run up front, or start in the back and just stay back there, or what. It's one of them things. I got some advice from somebody that's actually won at Talladega in real life, Mr. Brandon Brown. He told me, he said, if you run this race, try not to be in a wreck. You're going to be in a wreck. So, but I've also tried going for it in wreck too. So we'll see.
Yeah,
You just never know what's going to happen.
yeah. There's really no safe place. You could be in second, first, and still be in the hornet's nest.
But I mean, if I had to give a championship 4, I'm going to say it's going to be Zach and Marty, and then obviously Brandon Feeler's locked his way in, and then I'm going to be your 4th one. I'm going to get in on points, and we're going to go rock and roll in Phoenix. So
there you go.
we
That's
just
a
got
good
to get there.
prediction right there.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the points after this reset, it's like, I mean, Marty and Zach didn't have as big of a gap as they've been having. They kind of narrowed down a little bit, but I mean, I think they both had enough points in the bank that they're going to be all right.
I hope so after tonight. That's it'll be interesting to see when he posts that a little bit later what it looks like. My goal coming into the night, if I couldn't win, was just to have a good finish, to hold on to those points and kind of smooth sail through this round. But this really's kind of shook it up for me.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is I think Zach's probably definitely going to be in the Final Four. He had a really good night tonight, second place, led some laps, had some good bonus points. Marty, did you lead any laps tonight here at Vegas?
I didn't get up that far. I was thinking about trying to stay out a little bit longer than Zach on that one green flag pit cycle, but I decided to go ahead and bring it on in, so I didn't quite get to the lead.
Okay. Because the reason why I ask is because I don't know if you had any bonus points from tonight, but after getting that DNF, it's going to be really interesting to see where you go into the points going into Talladega. And then should you have a bad race there, you're going to have to win. Well, I don't think you have to win. I think you're good in points, but you're going to have to really do good in points at Charlotte, either win it or be good there to make that Final Four spot. Depending on who wins Talladega, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
At one point, I had the fast lap in the race, but that was obviously before I wrecked, and that could have easily changed afterwards. I don't know how everybody else was doing.
I hear you. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to see how Talladega and Charlotte end up in the next 2 weeks. But, all right, William, I appreciate you talking with us, man. Congratulations on 3rd place, and we'll see how you do next week at Talladega.
All right, 10-4. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, have a good weekend.
Yep.
All right, let's see. 4th place was Wes Gallo. He's still up here. Hey, Wes, it's David and Marty in the booth. You got us?
I sure do. How goes it, fellas?
Man, we're doing pretty good. We're just recapping the race, talking about playoffs and seeing who's going to advance. And it's been real interesting. But how did you feel about Vegas tonight?
I feel like I was a pretty solid 5th place car once I got through hitting everybody at the beginning of the race and kind of settled in. Nice little fuel saving towards the end there. and then picked off a couple spots on strategy, and then the little last lap wreck there, and made my way to a decent run.
Now, I was asking Marty earlier in the final, closing laps, did you have an issue? It seemed like you fell back a couple spots. Did you make contact with the wall or have an issue where you fell back a little bit?
I was just pure fuel saving.
Fuel saving,
on
okay.
on the last stop, I didn't take 4 tires. I took 2 and then bailed out of there. So I don't know if I was at like a tiny fuel disadvantage or it was just the same percentage as everyone else. But yeah, I was just saving what I had, and yeah, I ended up having enough to push Brandon back around to get at least a burnout / spin in for him. So
Nice. Yeah, we
It's
saw
been
that.
interesting. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Marty.
Yeah, it's been interesting how many races this season have turned into fuel mileage races. I wouldn't really have thought it that way at the beginning of the season, but somewhere around the middle towards the end here, we've had a lot of them, it seems like.
it's very fascinating how that worked out. There were 2 races in the last round and they were back-to-back races, where I didn't try to fuel save. I just kind of sent it and hoped for the best, and I had to pit with 5 to 10 laps to go in multiple races. So this is 3 of at least the last 4 races that have gone like this. Finally was on the positive on the personal side.
Absolutely, yeah. And, I mean, we only got a couple races left, so you're already inside the top 4 in standings. And we were asking everybody how they felt about Talladega. Are you cringing going in there, or are you going to feel pretty confident?
I'm going to go in confident. I feel like I am quite good at some of these plate tracks. I mean, you're obviously at the mercy of the draft style is what it is, but if I can kind of go in and just have a even decent points day, I know I kind of have a pretty big lead to William and a decent bit on the field. So go in, have a decent next couple races, and I hope to make it to Phoenix. But I mean, let's go for the checkered flag next week.
Absolutely, that's the way you got to look at it.
So Talladega's the Davey Allison race for me. He obviously is part of the Alabama gang, and then the Oregon donation. So I'll have my sweet little Davey Allison look next week. So be nice to bring that to a victory lane.
I was just about to ask if you had something already planned for that, but it seems like you're already ahead of me. But yeah, you got a cool paint scheme coming, I'm assuming, huh?
Yes, yep. Always every Talladega race in the past almost 5 years, I've made sure I've had a Davey Allison scheme on, and this will be no different next week. I got to figure out which one I'm thinking, but I'll have one of the Davey Allisons ready.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. That'd be pretty cool. Marty, got anything else to add?
I was a big fan of the Davey Allison scheme that was white in the front and black in the back with the gold numbers.
That's the standard one. He started rocking that in 87 through 89, so I'll probably break that one out again.
Yep, good stuff.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's cool, man. Well, thanks for talking with us, Wes. Appreciate it. Congratulations. Top 5 finish here, 4th place. And it'd be interesting to see how next week goes. Hope you have a good weekend.
Hopefully I'm talking to you at the same time next week. Thanks for everything, Marty. Thanks for always being a good sport. Appreciate your time, guys.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty, Wes. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. See ya.
All right, and then top 5 was Greg Stone. He's actually still in here. We'll pull him up. Hey, Greg's David and Marty at the booth. You got us? Hey, Greg, still there? Hey, Greg. Might have bailed out. All righty. Well, looks like that'll probably do it for tonight. And Greg Stone came home top 5. That's the last driver we're going to interview of the night. Marty, you got anything before we head out here, before we wrap things up?
No, that was a exciting finish. Yeah, again, happy for Brandon. He's worked hard all year. So, yeah, even though I'm his competitor, it makes me happy to see him get one. And thank you for letting me crash in the booth here for a little bit. I've kind of thought it would be fun to do it and try to add my awkward color commentary to the to the mix. So yeah, I appreciate the opportunity.
No, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you come up here, helping me out, and it's always good to have a second set of eyes in the race because I can't see everything, and it makes it more enjoyable having two people up here in the booth, and I'm sure everybody watching the races probably enjoys it too. So thank you very much. I appreciate you coming up here.
You're welcome. Well, thanks for doing the broadcast as always, and shout out to my family that was watching. Sorry I let y'all down tonight, but we'll go get them next week.
Awesome. Sounds good, Marty. Well, you have a good weekend, and we'll see you at Talladega.
All right, you too.
Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching here on Water Downs Gaming, and we are going to be heading out here next week. Talladega will be the second race of the round of 8. We'll get the point standings updated for you and get all that showed off next week. And hope all of you have a good weekend. We're in the process of making a new YouTube channel. I'm currently using a friend of mine's channel, so it'll be called something next year. We're just going to keep running this throughout the rest of the season, but we're in the works of making something new. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to Brand Feeler winning it tonight here, and the number 39 car gets his first win of the year. And we're going to go ahead and head on out. Hope you guys all have a good weekend. We'll see you next week, Thursday. Have a good night.